Walang-wala naman po talaga kami, doon lang po kami napatira. Talagang kailangan, kaano talaga ikaw yung kumayod ka talaga para lang mabuhay.
Joseph Anthony, John Rawat, Benjamin Casaba, at Adrian John Elmito. Ayan, kompleto na tayo. Good morning mga bata. Hello!
Napakalungkot. Malungkot yung pagpasok mo pa lang sa gate ay tahimik na. Na dati pagpasok mo may sasalubong sa iyo na good morning ma'am, hello ma'am. Hinahanap-hanap namin yung ingay ng mga bata, yung pagmamahal din ng mga bata. Hinihiling ko sa Panginoon na nawa ay bumalik na tayo sa normal.
As the entire nation and the rest of the world faced an unprecedented health crisis, one Meralco Foundation kept the hope alive in the hearts of the marginalized families and of those fighting COVID-19 on the front lines. Healthcare workers were among the first to experience the impact of the crisis. As the number of cases rose, emergency supplies, including personal protective equipment, began to run dry, putting thousands of medical workers at risk. To help address this, OMF donated PPEs to more than 6,000 health workers in 26 COVID-19 referral hospitals, including the Philippine General Hospital, Lung Center of the Philippines, and the Rizal Medical Center. OMF also donated thousands of liters of ethyl alcohol to 21 hospitals, health centers, and to the armed forces of the Philippines. Meralco's E-Sakay partnered with OMF and the Department of Transportation to shuttle essential workers in Pasig, Makati, Mandaluyong, and Manila. Using planet-friendly electric vehicles, the free service transported more than 76,000 passengers, many of whom are hospital workers. It also provided income for E-Sakay drivers and their families at a time when mass transport was suspended to curb the spread of the virus. To save the livelihood of local farmers and at the same time provide nutritious food to frontliners, the foundation launched From Farmers to Frontliners in partnership with Bayad. More than 5 tons of fresh produce were procured from vegetable farmers in Kabayan, Benguet, when most of their traditional markets were closed. With the help of Meralco volunteers, the vegetables were delivered to kitchens of 11 hospitals and LGUs and served to at least 15,098 medical and LGU frontliners. Homeless families staying at temporary shelters also benefited from the campaign. In partnership with South Luzon Thermal Energy Corporation and San Miguel Corporation Global Power Foundation, Meralco sponsored the electricity bills of 3 mega quarantine centers in Metro Manila: the World Trade Center, Philippine International Convention Center, and the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. The company also shouldered the distribution charges in the electricity bills of 3 quarantine centers in Pasig City. To bolster the government's national action plan to test, trace, and treat, OMF donated more than 12,000 rapid antigen test kits to the Department of Energy, the National Transmission Corporation, and the local government of Pasig City. These enabled them to check on the health of their employees and ensure that the delivery of essential services remained undisrupted during this difficult time. To boost East Avenue Medical Center's capacity to handle COVID-19 cases, OMF and PLDT Smart Foundation donated medical equipment for the hospital's new infectious diseases facility. In December, the MVP-led foundations also turned over a molecular laboratory to enable the hospital to conduct its own RT-PCR tests. As the war against COVID-19 dragged on for months, families living in the margins felt the economic effects of the pandemic. This is why the foundation also implemented programs that addressed their fundamental need: food. Throughout the year, OMF distributed more than 7,800 food packages to low-income families in 31 cities and municipalities in the Meralco franchise area. It also partnered with the Philippine Disaster Resilience Foundation and Caritas Manila to provide grocery gift certificates to 1,700 families. While working from home, Meralco employees contributed to the work of the foundation by funding its COVID-19 response projects. Through its Help from Home campaign, the foundation raised 2.8 million pesos from Meralco employees. Meralco employees also extended a helping hand to the out-of-work employees of its partner contractors through the A Day to Give and Share a Leave campaigns. They donated at least a day's worth of their pay or their paid leave credits to provide cash assistance to no work, no pay service providers. The initiatives raised more than 27 million pesos from 4,469 employee donors and helped more than 6,000 workers. In spite of the pandemic, One Meralco Foundation pursued the electrification of low-income households in its franchise area. With its household electrification program, the foundation helped close to 7,000 families in informal settlements and relocation sites achieve electrification. The synergy of OMF, Meralco's business centers and network sectors, and local government units made possible the electrification of the homes of more than 55,000 low-income families in the past 10 years.
Nung meron na pong kuryente, laking tulong po talaga sa amin. Maliwanag po ang buhay kasi nakikita ko yung pag-asa pa namin kahit papaano. At meron po kaming makina na binigay sa amin, tinulungan po kami na para kami makaraos kahit pandemic. Yun ang nagsisilbing pantawid po namin talaga sa araw-araw.
In areas where electricity is out of reach, One Meralco Foundation provides an alternative energy source to public schools. Even without face-to-face classes, teachers need to report to work to prepare learning materials for students studying at home. Without power, teachers in off-grid communities have to risk their safety to fulfill their mission.
Magbabangka pa kami sa mainland para gumamit ng computer at mag-print ng mga modules o test papers. Madalas, sariling gastos pa namin yon.
To help educators transition to the new normal in education, OMF energized 15 far-flung schools in Masbate and Western Samar, providing them a sustainable power source. Each school also received a multimedia package donated by Meralco employees through the Meralco Employees Fund for Charity. In 2019, Meralco launched a reforestation program called One for Trees to contribute to the protection of Philippine forests apart from nurturing trees. The program aims at providing sustainable livelihood to its tree caretakers through agroforestry. While COVID-19 hampered the planting of more trees in 2020, the program sustained the livelihood of farmers throughout the ECQ. With the help of OMF's reforestation partner, Green Earth Heritage Foundation, the farmers were able to harvest the leaves of the moringa trees they planted over a year ago and sold them as powdered tea in Metro Manila markets. Green Earth also employed locals who were out of work to construct concrete rainwater tanks and prepare the planting site for Meralco's next batch of trees. Outside of the COVID-19 crisis, One Meralco Foundation helped communities recover from natural calamities. Throughout the year, it provided assistance to families affected by fires and typhoons. Meralco also deployed its power restoration teams to help local electric cooperatives immediately restore power services in typhoon-affected areas in Albay, Camarines Sur, and Catanduanes. Through the years, Meralco employees have played an important part in OMF's mission. In September, the foundation launched a back-to-school campaign called Teacher Frontliner to recognize the role of teachers as education frontliners and to help protect them from COVID-19. Employees of Meralco and its subsidiaries raised more than 1.38 million pesos to provide a custom-designed Teacher Frontliner backpack containing face masks, face shields, and alcohol to more than 2,500 public school teachers in the Meralco franchise area. Employees also donated to relief operations in response to the Taal volcano eruption in January and the onslaught of typhoons Rolly and Ulysses in the last quarter of the year. In celebration of the Christmas season, they supported the Tuloy Pa Rin ang Pasko campaign of the MVP Group, which provided Noche Buena packs to more than 1,000 beneficiaries across the Meralco franchise area. The foundation continues to invest in the development of the youth through programs that enhance their talents and skills and inspire them to aim for excellence. In 2020, it recognized the academic achievement of 279 dependents of Meralco employees through the annual MVP Academic Achievement Awards. OMF also inspired future Filipino scientists by supporting National Science and Technology Fair of the Department of Education. OMF awarded 13 outstanding science projects focused on addressing key energy issues as well as energy innovations that may be used in various industries. OMF not only touched the lives of thousands of beneficiaries, but was also recognized by several reputable organizations here and abroad. Despite the difficult times, One Meralco Foundation remained committed to improving lives, especially of the marginalized.
Bilang po sa amin bumubuo po ng sanggunian at aking mga kabarangay, lubos po kami nagpapasalamat sa Meralco at napakalaking tulong po ang binigay ninyo at kami ang barangay na inyong natulungan.
Kami po ay lubos na nagpapasalamat sa One Meralco Foundation dahil po sa napakalaking biyaya po na ibinibigay nila po sa amin. Nawa po patuloy pa rin po silang maging instrumento hindi lamang po dito sa aming paaralan, kundi sa iba pa po at mas marami pa pong mga guro na katulad po namin na nagtuturo.
Maraming salamat po, One Meralco Foundation!
Tuwa po kami dahil binigyan po kami ng dagdag tanim ng Meralco. Aalagaan po daw namin ng mabuti dahil pagdating ng panahon para din daw po sa amin.
Through its social development programs, the foundation spread the light to those who need it the most, keeping alive the hope that one day we shall see each other smile again.